pictures of me that I could find from when I was 17. So I put this up. If you're really following along and want to look at it, if you look at the numbers, it's sort of like a matrix kind of thing. I like number 3 over here on the side. So this is September 17th, 1988. This weekend has been so odd. I have moved emotionally from uncontrolled laughter to uncontrolled tears. Friday night was quite boring except for the music at Teen Center. James, David, and Matt Hutton played well. It was a nice atmosphere. Soren arrived at 10:30 from Norwich. He makes me feel so warm and happy. Jody seemed a little too possessive, but the good gal always wins, as you'll see. Saturday was okay, and Laura and I rented The Graduate. That is and always will be a good movie. Laura, Lena, Emily, and I ended up, of course, at the Teen Center. It got really boring and cliquish, so we went with Chrissy, David, and the 2 chicks to Lunig's Cafe. I saw Mike, Soren, and a slew of unidentified people. He and a curly-haired hippie type came, and we had coffee with us. Soren and I had a great talk. School, future, llamas, hiking the long trail, crayons, his mom, etc. I felt like he and I were old friends rather than just newfound kindred spirits. At 11:30, we parted ways, and I headed to South Burlington to drop people home. As we approached the intersection, the light changed to red, but I was too fast, and the roads were too slippery to try to completely stop. I hit a Canadian with his 5 kids. And his ridiculous wife. I was shaken up. The accident was complete hell. Flashing lights, nasty people, and the embarrassment. My adrenaline level peaked and then plummeted. I couldn't control my body at all. I spent Sunday filling out accident reports and mooning over Soren. I didn't even put my contacts in. Okay. I felt empty today, so this is the next day. I felt empty today. I am still in shock about the accident. I felt as though I had personally insulted the Canadian man. I also miss Soren. I keep thinking of him and comparing him to other people I know. If I ever get my car again, I want to drive down to see him. As if my parents were going to let me do that. Journal day 16, so this is like early February now. I'm still in a sea of trouble, mostly from my mom and dad about the $350, the deductible that they made me pay back because of the car accident. So I lined out, like, 1, get a job, or 2, don't get a job. So under get a job, it says quit the play, and under that next bullet, I said, I have a large part, and people are depending on me. So then the other downside of getting a job is spend less time writing, and I wrote boo-hoo. Like, I was spending hours, apparently. So number 2 is don't get a job. Nothing interests me. I don't want a minimum wage crap job. I want career-oriented job. And I said, I'm doing well in school. I don't want to jeopardize this. And then underneath I wrote goal, $335, 2 days a week, by $4 an hour, 2 hours every day. That's going to take me 20.9 weeks to pay my parents back. It's so funny. I talked to my parents tonight. My dad's like, I don't think we ever got that money from you. Okay.
Oops.
So then, this is a few months probably past that. I said, well, today has been nice. My financial problems are past for the most part. I've decided to get a weekend job. Enough about money. And I worked at the bagel bakery. It was really great. Okay, so I'm going to end with, this is the very end. This is probably November 1988. Friday. Well, I'm at Model UN. I am on probation for working on a resolution for USSR on disarmament with Morocco. And then Saturday, I met a neat guy who goes to Pine Ridge School. He's a little violent, but sensitive at the same time. Tomorrow will be interesting. And then Sunday, this is still Model UN. We all stayed at a hotel. It was like forced, forced UN. Sunday, nothing much happened. I got East Germany's phone number. And then Monday. So this is, Model UN was completely satisfying. Not only did I meet some cool people, one girl from the city near St. Lawrence University, and a guy from Pine Ridge School, but I felt incredibly smart for 3 days. When I came home and I emptied my bag, I felt strange throwing away the resolutions we had worked so hard on. They are useless, and I threw away all the resolutions we had talked about and voted on. The ones I had left were the ones that were untouched. I wish that the numbers were lower and the time was longer. If I had to do it all again, I wouldn't have been USSR. I received too much abuse, and Saturday was just hell when my resolution was shot down. That's it.